Hey guys, my name is Nora Franche, and welcome to the podcast Grateful Blessed Mess, daily reflections for those in the 12 steps. I am a fellow 12-stepper and certified mindset coach, and I am here to introduce you to the value of mindset coaching in your 12-step journey. So if you feel like you are stuck in the steps, if you're slipping and sliding with your abstinence, mindset coaching may help you as it did me, and you can find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. These episodes are meant to invite you in to consider the truths of 12-step wisdom and to join in the very real struggle of living them in action. I hope that it feels almost like a mini meeting, and I invite you to contribute your own share on the Grateful Blessedness Facebook group to keep the discussion going. My comments are based on my own experience, so feel free to take what you like and leave the rest. But my hope is to encourage you on your own daily 12-step journey. As they say, you cannot stay clean on yesterday's shower. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, how are you doing today? How are you? The other day, I was passing someone in the hallway and I said, "How are you?" And she said, "Good." And she said, "How you feeling?" And I laughed inside my head a little bit. I was like, that's so interesting that to ask, "How are you?" versus how you feeling? Like, it almost makes more sense to ask how you're feeling, because that's what changes versus what you are, which is your identity. And I had to laugh at myself because for so long I'm just realizing how significantly I struggle to rest in my identity and didn't quite know my identity. Really, truly, the one that does not change no matter what happens to me in life. And so this passerby had no idea what was going on inside my head, but it just made me think, and I appreciated her question. And now we're going to get on with our share for the day. Letting go of fear. We are reading from Melody Beattie's The Language of Letting Go on page 101, the reading for April 12th. Picture yourself swimming, floating, peacefully down a gentle stream. All you need to do is breathe, relax, and go with the flow. Suddenly, you become conscious of your situation. Frightened, overwhelmed with what ifs, your body tenses. You begin to thrash around, frantically looking for something to grab onto. You panic so hard you start to go under. Then you remember, you're working too hard at this. You don't need to panic. All you need to do is breathe, relax, and go with the flow. You won't drown. Panic is our great enemy. We don't need to become desperate. If overwhelming problems appear in our life, we need to stop struggling. We can tread water for a bit until our equilibrium returns. Then we can go back to floating peacefully down the gentle stream. It is our stream. It is a safe stream. Our course has been charted. All is well. Today I will relax, breathe, and go with the flow. Sounds a lot like acceptance, right? Acceptance is the answer to all our problems. And I don't know about you if you can relate, but for me personally, I find it a lot easier to let go of like really big things because they're just so obviously not in my control versus the more little minute day-to-day things where I'm just like, no, this should be this way. This has to be this way. Like there's something was wrong with me that I can't do XYZ. And I just love that image of like starting to thrash in the water and drown, because floating, it's so counterintuitive. Like, I don't know if you can remember learning how to float, but in a way you're just like, I'm supposed to do what now? Like, I'm supposed to let my head dip into the water and like my belly just rises up and like we're good. Like, it has to be harder, right? And it's just such a great like physically felt reminder of how counterintuitive it is to let go and let God and let the natural way he made you to be buoyant when laying at supine in a body of water. He can let you float down the stream and trust that the course is charted as it should be, that all is well. And that's just a really good reminder for me to let go. There's some things I need to let go of today. And maybe you have a couple things that you can put your finger on, that you can identify, that are robbing you of your peace, that you actually have the choice, the option to let them go, to stop thrashing and go back to that buoyant floating position and just let him carry you. With that, I pass. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. If you feel that mindset coaching could help you on your 12-step journey, please feel free to reach out and find me at catholicmindsetcoaching.com. This is not a replacement for 12-step work. This is something outside of the 12 steps. It is simply something that has a heart for the 12 steps and those who are in it. And so, welcome. If you're here, chances are you may also be a bit of a mess. And I hope that you can learn to find some gratitude in the blessings that have come from your messes.